behind. They said, the few are chosen. They said, the few are chosen. They said, the few are chosen. And I don't want to be there behind. But it's a T-O-O. And now it's time to go. But it's the train. We rolling down the train. We want to show you how we kicks it back. It goes up, a shiggly, it goes up. You say, a sight, might.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, think where I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Say Happy Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to everyone's. How's everybody doing? What is good? I don't know if they're sending out notifications. I don't know if they're sending out notifications, but let me see. No, it don't look like they're sending out notifications. So I am dependent on you good people to go ahead on and hit the share button, hit the like button, let other people know that we is around here. Today is February the 3rd, the 20th, the 25th out here in these streets. We done made it to a whole nother month. Give yourselves a pat on the back for that right there. Congratulations. You're around here. That's what's up, y'all. As you come on in, just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. We got to do it like we used to do it back in the day when we're trying to build up a channel. Which is sad that I got to try to build up a channel that we be on every week. I am so confused. You say that you didn't get your YouTube notification. You say I got my Twitch window. That's what's up. Appreciate that right there. Y'all, we also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. We have 241 followers. We're trying to get up to 245 by the week's end. You know what else would be good, though? Everybody who is subscribed over here on the Willie Williams Show live channel, be subscribed over there on twitch.tv.com. The Willie Williams Show, that'll be beautiful. So even when you don't get your notifications from the live channel on YouTube, maybe you'll get your notifications something from Twitch, and you will know that a player live. Yeah, no, I don't. Shout out to Donald. for the $1 cash app. Say for the Monday support. I appreciate that right there. I really do. Really do. Thank you. The 281 Houston, Texas is up in the house. Say no YT notifications. I don't know. Maybe they mad at me this week or something like that. I have no idea. Let me try to move this thing out my doggone way. I don't even see why this thing keep popping up. Let me block that ad. Get that out the way. Get out my damn screen. I'm so sick of seeing that ad, but I don't know. Is it gonna block it? Is it gonna remove it? Let's see. Refresh that. Let's see what we got. Y'all, we got 41 likes on a slow moving Monday. It's a slow moving Monday, so I'm gonna move slow. I got to move slow. Shout out to everybody who had done showed up to the number 4 channel because we went live on Saturday. I hope that you all enjoyed the show. I really do. Hope y'all did. But if y'all didn't go around there and watch it, can you please go around there and watch what you had to miss? You said damn commercials. Hey, I don't know what's going on with these commercials. I think that they just trying to push a player out. Y'all, please remember to go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Subscribe to the website. Please remember to go to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel. And and watch the standalone videos. Make sure you go to the number 7 channel because I am rebooting. I am re-uploading. In case y'all have not been figuring out, I have been re-uploading a lot of the videos from the number 3 channel because the number 3 channel is gone forever. It's gone forever. I know we can cry about it, but it don't make no sense to cry about it because they ain't finna give it back to a player. So I will be uploading a whole bunch of those videos, a whole bunch of them videos. A lot of them, they will be, how do I want to say that? A lot of those, hell, it would just be a lot of videos. Watch them if you want to, share them if you want to, like them if you want to. If you don't want to do nothing, don't do nothing. I see 55 likes. I see 77 people up in the building. Can we get to 77 with the thumbs up? I'm just gonna do it like this right here. Hey, if we don't hit the 100, I'm finna go ahead on about my damn business. I'll try again tomorrow. I promise you, I would just try again tomorrow. No, you're making me look bad in front of the company. Now, I do understand that. Hell, okay, they're not sending out notifications. Well over 100 people know that we start at 7 o'clock. I just wait on it. Just wait on it. See what we got going on. Yada yada yada.
I don't want to be left behind. They said, the few are chosen. They said, the few are chosen. They said, the few are chosen. And I don't want to be left behind. But it's a D-O-O. And now it's time to go. But it's a new train. We rolling down the train. We want to show you how we keep it back. It goes up, a shiggly, it goes up. You say, a say,
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Tennessee is in the building. Milwaukee is up in this thing. Chicago is in the house. Come on in, sit yourselves right on down. Don't even be afraid. Tennessee is up in the building. The 757 is up in here. Say much love, Willie. Get the bag, bro. What it do? Say we rocking with your Willie. I appreciate that right there. The 4-7 is up in the house. What it do? What it do? Detroit is up in the building. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Bam, bam, bam. Texas up in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all for being around here. Yada, 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 yada. North Carolina is up in this thing. Come on. Tennessee is up in the building. What it do? What it do? Appreciate y'all. The ATL. Georgia's in the house. The 718 Jamaica Queens. Salute Willie and chat. What's happening? What is good? What is good? I'll give y'all a few more minutes. Hey. Let's say no notification, but we're in here from Sandy Springs. Sandy Springs is 14 after the hour. 14 after the hour. Yes, yes, yes. That's what's up. Welcome, I am Willie Williams. How y'all doing and welcome, I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the Nightly News. Let's go on and get into some of this news out here in these streets on this slow-moving Monday. Go on and get you in and get you right on. Nah, I don't need much meaning to hold you long. Just finna get it in, point out a few things, and I'ma get it on up out of here. Point out a few things. Listen, y'all please remember go around here to Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com, the Willie Williams Show. Whenever
outside
you get a
his
chance,
Miami apartment.
whenever you do get a chance, it's the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. We have multiple fragrances, and if you would like to change the smell, the fragrance, the aroma in your area, y'all going on around there to pleasantcandles.com. Go on and put this up on the screen real quick. Now, why is my things not showing correctly? Something is really wrong. Oh, something bad happened. Yep, something bad happened. Don't know why it happened. I had to go on to get myself together. Give yourself the pat on the back. Y'all made it over 100. I think that was by 15 after the hour. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. Let me get this here together real quick. Put that on up like that right there. Remember we talked about this story, I think it was twice, where the teen who was accused of stabbing the ex-boyfriend to death in Miami. Well, we finally get to see what she looks like in court. I think she made the court.
Right now, a teenage girl is accused of fatally stabbing her 17-year-old ex-boyfriend outside his Miami apartment last month, and she has posted bond.
17-year-old Jahara Malik was charged with manslaughter. Local 10 Samir FC joining us live from the jail in West Miami-Dade with what happened when she faced the judge. Samir, fill us in.
Sinella and JC. So despite the state's attempt to keep this teenager locked up here at TGK, the judge ultimately issuing her a $50,000 bond, saying she does not believe the teenager will be a flight risk due to her prior actions of staying on scene and calling 911.
I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $50,000.
17-year-old Jahara Malik set to be released on bond with a GPS ankle monitor as she stands accused of fatally stabbing her ex-boyfriend, 17-year-old Yakeem Lawler.
She has no priors. She surrendered herself.
On December 20th, Lawler was found with a stab wound to the chest on the third floor of a parking garage at his apartment complex in the 6100 block of Northwest 6th Court. Investigators say surveillance footage shows Malik dropping the knife near the crime scene.
She stayed at the scene. She called 911. She cooperated with the police. The question about bond, the purpose of bond, as we all know, is to assure that the person will appear in court.
Exactly.
She didn't leave the scene after she just stabbed somebody and that person died.
She told investigators she brought a knife because she used a ride share to get to Lawler's address and would normally carry pepper spray but couldn't find it.
So that's why she carried the knife. That's a real good excuse. Real good excuse.
His life was taken away for no reason at 17, and we all know he had a right picture in front of him.
The teen's mom said during a vigil, Malik told investigators the pair were horseplaying prior to the stabbing.
Why somebody just playing with my boy life? Just playing. That's what they said. They was playing.
All right,
That's what I be out here saying. We just be playing in these domestic love relationships out here in these streets. You never know when you're gonna get stabbed, shot, or ran over or something. So just stay vigilant out here, man.
and she is charged again with manslaughter with a deadly weapon. A motive has not yet been disclosed. I had a chance to speak to Lawler's mother over the phone, and she says the justice system today failed their son, and they plan to continue to fight this in his honor. Of course, this will be a developing story. Malik will be back in court in 5 days. That's it.
It's called a little foreplay. I like that right there. I like that right there. I had to go on and update you on that before it's out of here. Listen, I was gonna do this right here on Sunday because I looked at it and I was like, doing too much out here in these doggone street. What's going on with all these planes? What is really the issue with all these planes? Cause y'all is falling short out here in these streets. Let me get this here together. Let's go to Houston. Let's go to Houston real quick. Cause y'all really done. Hold on. Let me grab this right here. Put that, grab that, slide that, paste that. Trying to put it up over here also, which is a real big problem because it's not ready to go. I don't know what done happened to my little system. Maybe I need to update it or something like that. But anyway, slide this here over like that right there. In Houston, we had a plane fire. We know like last week we had one plane flew into a Black Hawk, and then another plane fell out the sky and exploded. And now this happened on Saturday where a Houston plane caught on fire.
Now to another plane emergency, this time in Houston, as a United Airlines flight had to abort takeoff and evacuate passengers and crew. Fox 26's Jade Fleury is live at Bush Airport this evening with those details. Jade, what happened?
Well, Tom, thankfully nobody was injured when that United Airlines flight had to abruptly stop before taking off. This is some video showing the reaction from passengers on that flight.
Please remain seated until further instructions happen.
All I heard was like a really loud noise and the whole plane shook. Kind of like we just slammed on the ground.
Terrifying moments aboard a United Airlines flight from Houston to New York. Passengers on flight 1382 out of Bush Airport seeing flames coming from one of the plane's engines.
Oh my God. Please get us on.
Scared everyone. That's when we all looked out our window and saw the engine and the wing on fire, and we could like smell the smoke from inside.
In a statement, United Airlines says the flight received an indication about an engine issue and had to be halted right as the plane was about to take off. Although flames were clearly visible from under the wing, the Houston Fire Department says they did not extinguish any fires.
Thank God we weren't like in the air high. That probably would have been a different outcome. My thing is like I just didn't want the plane to like blow up or something. That was going through my head.
Passengers were evacuated from the plane using emergency slides and stairs. The engine problem comes as the aviation world is reeling from two deadly plane crashes last week. One near Washington, D.C., and another involving a private plane in Philadelphia.
Hopefully, it's just a freak accident. These things happen. I'm glad everyone's okay.
It could just be a freak accident. It's three. We got 3 in 7 days. We got 3 of them things in 7 days out here in these streets. And in a minute we're gonna go ahead on and touch on back on some of them other planes. But for now, we got to get into something that's really, really, oh man, people have been sending me and tweeting and Willie, look. How many of y'all don't got y'all self together? How many of y'all need to get y'all self together? How many of y'all got your money and y'all been saving up your cash? Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Say late to the show. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. We have been talking for a very, very long time. Get yourself together. Get your household in order. Stop spending all your goddamn money. Put some money up. You never know when they're gonna cut the lights off out here in the doggone street. Well, we got to talk about tariffs. We got to talk tariffs. Tariffs. What is a tariff, Willie? Tariff is a tax. Tariffs is a tax. And our good commander-in-chief said that he was going to put tariffs on people. He was going to increase tariffs. And that's what he had done did. I think that was Friday or maybe it's Saturday or something. And people is in the uproar. But pay attention, though.
President Trump is making good on one of his campaign promises, imposing major tariffs on 3 of our biggest trading partners. He blames China, Canada, and Mexico for trade imbalances and the flow of illegal drugs and migrants into the U.S.
Trump also acknowledges that his executive orders are going to force Americans to foot a bigger bill on everyday items for a period of time. ABC's Christian Cordero is following the global...
Say it's going to require us to foot a bill.
For a period of time. ABC's Christian Cordero going to force Americans to foot a bigger bill on everyday items for a period of time.
We're gonna pay a bigger bill over time due to the tariffs. Got it. You say inflation again.
ABC's Christian Cordero is following the global reaction out of Washington.
This morning, President Trump, who campaigned on a promise to lower prices, is now likely to cost American consumers more in the grocery aisles, at car dealerships and electronics stores, and even at the pump. The president imposing sweeping 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, a lower 10% tariff on Canadian oil and gas, and 10% tariffs on Chinese imports. Economists say the tariffs could cost American households on average up to $1,500 extra per year as businesses pass down higher costs.
We may have short term some little pain, and people understand that, but long term, the United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world.
Did you hear that? He understands that it's going to cost us just a little bit more money. But what the people don't understand, a lot of people don't understand that we have been out. I wouldn't even say taken advantage of, because we put ourselves in a position to be taken advantage of. So it has been our choices over this time. And sometimes you got to stop. You got to put a stop to shit. And yes, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you. But we as the United States of America.
37% of all imported vegetables come from Mexico and Canada, plus 91% of avocados and 87% of tomatoes. Prices at grocery stores are expected to increase in the coming weeks.
You campaigned on this wallet, but your tariffs will have more money come out of this wallet for so many goods and services.
Trump has called trade with Mexico, Canada, and China a one-way street, blaming them for the flow of undocumented migrants and illegal drugs into the U.S. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has ordered tariffs of her own in retaliation, saying, quote, "If the United States wants to combat criminal groups that traffic drugs and generate violence, we must work together." In the North, just over 1% of migrant apprehensions and less than 1% of fentanyl seizures take place along the U.S.-Canada border.
You say keep them avocados and tomatoes.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says Canada will issue 25% retaliatory tariffs on more than $100 billion of American goods.
Remember, he said,
they will raise costs for you.
I'm gonna stop him right here and just let him go ahead on with his spiel. I'm gonna let him do his little spiel right here. See, cause shit be sounding good. Listen. Things be sounding good.
President Donald Trump carrying through on a campaign promise, implementing tariffs.
When you trying to stand strong, things be sounding really, really good.
The tariffs are going to make us very rich and very strong.
As of Tuesday, items coming from Mexico and Canada will be taxed 25%.
Okay.
Items from China taxed 10%.
In the case of Canada, you're talking about energy, you're talking about oil, you're talking about certain kinds of agricultural products.
Last year, the U.S. imported $97 billion worth of oil and gas from Canada, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. Adding a 25% tariff could mean higher gas prices, according to some experts. Certain grocery prices could also go up. That's because $46 billion of agricultural products, like fresh vegetables and even some beer and spirits, were imported from Mexico last year, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. These taxes could also impact the auto industry.
There are very highly integrated automotive supply chains that go across all of those borders. And so are you going to begin to see the costs of autos go up?
Some experts say it could be weeks, even months, before Americans feel the impact on their wallet. But the reaction from leaders of Canada and Mexico...
Weeks, even months. So y'all have a little bit of time to prepare yourself. Weeks or even months. So when these months go by, don't be surprised that you're paying just a little bit more. Go ahead.
Mexico was immediate, saying it violates the North American Free Trade Agreement, which went into effect in July of 2020.
I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods.
The president of Mexico...
I thought I had the long one. Yeah. Listen. He was standing strong. He was standing real strong as a leader. And he said that, yes, it is going to hurt us just as well as going to hurt you all. But we got to stand strong and some of that fly shit right there. All that stuff be sounding good when you be on national television. I like it. But guess what just happened today? I know what you're thinking. We in trouble. Well, not necessarily. Now, why all my things is not popping up correct? I'm just having a time over here in these streets. I just saw over here the New York Times. Well, the New York Post said that those tariffs that Canada was talking about that they gonna hit us with, Canada announces the U.S. tariffs on hold for 30 days. We're going to listen. The tariffs that we said that we're going to put on y'all, we're going to put it on hold because we had a good little phone call with Trump. They had a communication issue at first, but now they is communicating. Hold on. Let me get a refresh. Let you hit a little 30-second thing. Let you hear it. Because I listened to it all weekend. Trump don't know what he's doing, and Trump is gonna hurt us and all this stuff. Listen, when you have been pushed up against the wall, or if you have been feeling that you have been treated bad for so long, and then you stand up, it's kind of like a female who says that she cannot leave her relationship because she don't have funds and stuff like that. It's not that easy to leave. Until it's that easy for her to leave, and she just leave with nothing. See, she have to reset her situation. By her resetting her situation, she will go through just a little bit more of what she went through until she can build herself back up. But she have to go through that little piece, that little bit of life. She got to go through that right there. Because a decision was made for her prior decision to be stopped. I think that's what Trump decided to do. Make it stop.
Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau saying moments ago on X, President Trump's proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days for his country. Trudeau wrote in part, Canada's making new commitments to appoint a fentanyl czar. We will list cartels as terrorists, ensure 24/7 eyes on the border, launch a Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. I've also signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl, and we will be backing it with $200 million. We are waiting to see what the White House says about this.
Get matched today with the tax expert who's just right for your situation. They'll do your taxes from start to finish. And you can work with the same expert year after year with TurboTax Live Full Service.
Will not stop.
Hand off.
Trump did what he did because of whatever reason that he had done did what he had done did. But because he made a promise on what that he was finna do, he went on ahead on and did it. And now we at the table. Now we can have these conversations. See, because they thought that he was playing. They thought that he was playing, and it goes back to if the man been jumping on the woman and she kept saying that she was gonna leave and she didn't leave. And then when she finally leave, he thought she was playing. Because she kept accepting what he was giving to her or what he was dishing out until she decided to, enough is enough. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to feed myself. I'm not going to be able to house myself or clothe myself. But this will not last always. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 super chat. They say, Willie, you know your boy Trump wins even when he loses. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. We is going to be affected, y'all. We're going to have to pay just a little bit more and even a lot more. But one thing I do want y'all to understand. Do y'all understand that we spend too much money in food and products anyway? Y'all do understand that when things happen and things happen for a certain reason that it actually could benefit you even though it may seem like it's not benefiting you? Huh? Do y'all know if the cost of food go up, you will buy less food? The cost of food go up, you will eat less food. If we as a whole eat less food, do y'all know that that's less diseases? That's less illness and sicknesses, right? That's less obesity. We will tend to start paying attention to the foods that we actually buy. They said that the cost of vehicles is going to go up and all that fly stuff right there. But if y'all have not been paying attention, last year, the year before last, cars has been overpriced anyway. And it's been out of reach for a lot of people. That's why the payments have been on average $747 a month. If they go up some more, they're not going to sell. Do y'all even understand that the prices of vehicles should not be what they are today? Yeah, I know. We just look at certain people when they make decisions, and because we don't like that person, that the whole idea and or the deal is bad. I think that that's something that we need to rethink. You say I paid $5.99 for a dozen of eggs. You say Donald can have it because he's never been shopping. But listen. Watch this. Should you be eating eggs the way that you eat eggs? Should we be eating every day? Come on now. A lot of us has heard and we know how chickens is being raised, and guess what we do? We say, oh my God, that is horrible. But guess what we do? We still be eating them eggs. For one, we play too much. And a lot of times, we think that we be having decisions. We think, no, choices. We think that we choose our own choices. But the way things go, you only have the choices of the things that is presented to you. It's kind of like walking into like a shoe store. All right, they got 15 different shoes, and you think that you was actually making the choice. Well, they have about 3 to 4 different brands of shoes, and you just think that you was actually making these choices. No, you're just making the choice on what's there. You're not making the choice on all shoes. It's just those shoes. I think it's a mind thing. They said my hunger pain said yes every day, even if only wait. Even if only old man 1 meal a day. I think it messes that up. Hell, I only eat the 1 meal a day thing too. You know. A lot of us, we really don't need to be eating every single day. We just don't. We need to do this thing called fasting. You say Willie want us eating like army recruits. Do y'all understand that the reason that we sick is because of the food? Because of what we eat has us sick. Yeah. The shit that we feed our children, it has us sick. Yeah. The choices we make. Notice something. People not forcing us to make these choices. They're not forcing us to make these choices. We choose to eat bad. We choose to we choose to not be as healthy as we can. We choose that. This is what it is. Get that out of the way. Hold on, I did the wrong thing. Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. We have a woman who was in connection with a newborn found downtown. A newborn was found downtown. And she's soon to be released from jail. So I'm gonna put this on. Let's see what we got.
We need the rain. Thank you, Mia. Well, it appears a woman arrested in connection with harming her newborn baby will be out of jail soon. Records show 28-year-old Eva Marie Guerra has posted bond.
San Antonio police say that she gave birth to the infant who they initially believed had been abandoned downtown in that frigid cold earlier this month. Katrina Weber shows us how new twists in this case have now changed that story.
He may not have expected to end up in the Bexar County Jail, but according to an arrest affidavit, 28-year-old Eva Marie Guerra definitely did not want to end up as a mother. Yet San Antonio police...
She did not want to end up as a mother. Look at that baby with her Instagram photo. Do y'all understand that she's looking into your eyes right now?
Lee did not want to end up as a mother. Yet San Antonio police believe she gave birth to a baby boy one cold day last week. A baby they initially had been told was abandoned on the street. The affidavit says that story came from a man who flagged down officers on Commerce Street, then handed over the newborn boy to them. It says the infant was in bad shape, with methamphetamine in his system and a life-threatening loss of blood from an unclamped umbilical cord.
Baby got meth in the system, ain't nothing like a mama.
But soon, part of the story would unravel. The affidavit says police realized rather quickly that the story they were told here about the baby being left alone in the cold on the street wasn't true. And they say they also figured out that Guerra was the mother. The affidavit says the man who told police the story knew Guerra. Police say when they later questioned Guerra, she told them she gave birth unexpectedly in the bathroom of a friend's apartment.
That baby said I gave birth unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting to give birth at all.
They say she also said she had no plans to keep the newborn and didn't even want to know the gender. The baby is still in the hospital. We tried to find out more about Guerra from a relative who we found at this apartment complex. At the last minute, though, an attorney advised against her speaking to us. Records show Guerra, meanwhile, has posted a $150,000 bond and is in the process of being released from jail.
The baby got meth in the system, and she was able to post $150,000. So she's using meth, and someone close to her or a family member posted $100,000. Well, the $10,000 bond. Boy, talk about when you got people who care something about you out here in these doggone street. They gave that baby a bond after she left her baby with meth in her body. This is. I don't know why we is in a time or in a society to where why I got to care about your baby. Like, okay, you just had the baby. The baby has not contributed to the world yet. You know, the baby's just getting here. Like, so why should I care about what the hell just happened to your baby? But a lot of us, we feel some type of way about other people's newborn babies. I don't care that the baby was left out in the cold. It's just, all right. Like, I just don't care. Okay, it's a story. A baby died. Well, the baby died every day. Babies die multiple times a day. Women produce children every day, multiple times a day. And, you know, a lot of times we just ain't going to make it. I think I have just got to the point to where since it seems as if society and even us men, we don't care about men being fathers and stuff like that. We don't care if men get to be daddies. So I think in my mind, I have just created a space and or a place to where I don't care what happens to you and your baby. I think that's what happened with me. I don't know if it done happen to you. I can care less. Your baby done got ran over in the head, done popped off. Like I don't care because I would kind of always say, well, if the father was in his goddamn life, then the baby wouldn't have got ran over in his head when it popped off. You know, I gotta. You know, a lot of men, y'all care about women's rights and all that fly stuff right there. I used to care about women's rights like that, but you know what I had to do? I had to stop putting women before men. I had to stop putting a woman before me. And with that said, I refuse to care about your rights, knowing you don't care about my rights. So I started back caring about women's rights when I started to see like a large portion of women start to care about men's rights. It's just that, man. I don't know. I say just let that baby go, man. Since we're not gonna hold a bitch accountable. Since we're not going to put her down for leaving her baby out in the cold, which she had a spot. She could have put the baby inside the wall, inside the little box. She could have dropped the baby out. She could have did anything else, but she just left the baby where she decided to leave her baby at. And she's not going to get no time. So, really care less. Anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. Let's go on out here to Seattle. Now, what would y'all do? Now, what would you do as a good parent out here in these streets when your child don't do what they're supposed to do? Don't follow instructions. Does not take directions well. You done told your child to do something and your child don't do it. How do you handle that situation? He said, Willie, not in the wall. Yeah. You get to pull the thing down and put the baby inside the goddamn wall and close it on up and hold somebody's hair and get to the baby before the baby suffocate out here in these streets. Oh, well, no, they got air conditioning. They have air conditioning now, you know what I'm saying? But that's what they got for these bitches who is giving away their children and will not, can't even be held accountable. Won't be held accountable. Because you don't know what she's going through. It is a good thing that she gave up her baby because you don't know if she was violent or anything. You know, I wish that they thought that about men. It's a good thing that he don't want to be a father because he could be violent or anything. But they don't. They really, really don't. Let's go to Seattle. Let's go to Seattle on this slow moving Monday. How y'all doing? Y'all just not coming on in. We also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Oh, y'all please remember go around to, oh, hell, it's still pinned up to the top. It's still pinned up to the top, the number 4 channel and the number 7 channel. That's where them other videos that we be putting up and the standalone videos will go up from Monday through Friday. Since we done lost the number 3 channel, I still forgot to set me up a GoFundMe because I've been super busy after I had done got off the show on Saturday. I couldn't do a few things that I had done wanted to do. I'm just messing up. Shout out to James. Shout out to James for the $6 cash app out here in these streets. I appreciate that right there. Let me get a refresh. We only got 171 thumbs ups on a Monday. That says a lot because you know they also did not send out the notification. So that do say a lot. Really do say a lot out here in these streets. But anyway. Let's not be down. Let's go to Seattle. A mother is accused of beating her son to death. I wonder how old the son was. But it says that the mother beat her son to death, or accused of beating her son to death. Now, what the hell was that? Accused of beating her son to death because he did not do his chores. Here we go.
Mary, a defense attorney went as far.
Wait. And I want y'all to really see and recognize how we in the courts treat women and let women get away with so much shit. Watch it.
Mary, a defense attorney went as far today as asking a judge to release this woman from custody, saying she's dealing with the trauma of the loss of her son, the same son who she is accused of beating to death for not doing his chores.
Y'all hear that beautiful? What they say in the court? Huh? That baby need to be released because she's struggling with the loss of her son. You mean the same son that she beat to death? Yeah, that son.
The trauma of the loss of her son, the same son. This woman from custody saying she's dealing with the trauma of the loss of her son, the same son who she is accused of beating to death for not doing his chores. There's a broken window at the home where police say a mother killed her 14-year-old son. A jail report says the woman told investigators her son did not complete his chores and she was angry. After an hour of beating the boy, police say he went unresponsive and the woman waited 5 minutes before calling 911. The boy went to the hospital where he died. The mother was booked into jail for murder.
Is he young? Is she intending to come out? Oh, no, you aren't.
At a bail hearing Friday afternoon, the mother refused to appear in court. Despite that, her public defender argued for her to be released from custody.
Given her limited history and the fact that it appears that she cooperated with law enforcement and the fact that she has very limited resources, I believe she should be released.
The defense attorney said the woman is in grief at the loss of the son she is accused of killing.
I acknowledge the seriousness of these facts, but it's also involves the mother losing her son and significant trauma she's experiencing from that. I also argue there'll be additional trauma. Well, on top of that, she's incarcerated.
Police outlined the disturbing attack.
Y'all understand, for her public pretender to come up there and use that as an excuse of even her not being in court is because she's traumatized because of she lost her son, the same son that she is accused of killing. So you bring that up as a defense of why she need to be released and all that fly shit right there? That makes sense. Oh, that got to be just a woman thing.
The attorney said the woman is in grief at the loss of the son she is accused of killing.
I acknowledge the seriousness of these facts, but it also involves the mother losing her.
The actual seriousness of this fact is it also involves the mother losing the child, her son.
And significant trauma she's experiencing from that.
Significant trauma she experienced from that event, the event of her killing her son. Got it.
I also argue there'll be additional trauma. Well, on top of that, she's incarcerated.
On top of her killing her son, which is traumatizing in itself, and then her son dying, which is traumatizing, she's also traumatized because she's incarcerated. Got it.
Police outlined the disturbing attack in a report, saying the woman mercilessly beat her child for an hour, including
she beat that boy for an hour. I'm finna talk about it.
Using an extension cord to spank him.
This assault happened over an hour. A 14-year-old child. Extension cords. He struck his head. He lost consciousness, and she continued to beat him, and then failed to call for emergency services.
Neighbors we spoke to said they didn't know the family well, and they hadn't seen any issues at the home until now. So we're not naming the woman yet because she hasn't been charged. Prosecutors say they expect that to happen by next Tuesday. For now, the judge set bail at $3 million, and the woman remains here at King County Jail. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, Como.
So the judge gave her $3 million bail. We're not telling y'all who the woman is because she has not been charged yet. She won't be charged till like next Tuesday or something. What? Well, so we could keep somebody in jail without being charged and give a $3 million bond? Did that make any sense? I'll let you ahead again.
So we're not naming the woman yet because she hasn't been charged. Prosecutors say they expect that to happen by next Tuesday. For
next Tuesday, she's supposed to be charged. Got it.
Now, the judge set bail at $3 million, and the woman remains here at King County Jail.
Bail for a woman who has not been charged yet. What is going on with the system? How do you get somebody a $3 million bond who have not been charged yet? So should we say free my dog or something? She ain't been charged yet. You say she took 5 because she was out of breath from putting that Kukuma fade on little dog. Liz, you beat the hell out of that boy with a extension cord for a whole hour. Say most 17-year-old boys can whoop they mammy. They just are scared to do so. Oh, that's a fact. And this is what I really want to point out too. When we beat our children, we as the slave masters out here in these streets, it's a brainwashing thing because we could beat the children and the children will always love us, the ones who punish them and beat the hell out of them, right? You know, it's also strange though that you can beat a child, you can't beat that woman though, which is really, really crazy to me. But anyway, so in my mind, if you was to beat a woman, she'll stay with you forever. Because she would have the Stockholm syndrome, won't it? But anyway, this just goes to show while being raised in a certain way, being raised to not defend yourself against all threats. When you is being raised to defend yourself on outside threats but not inside threats. She beat that boy for an hour. He did not fight back. And like I've often said, mamas, y'all is lucky. The only reason that these young boys are not whooping y'all is because y'all is mama. Because we look at mamas as gods. Have y'all also noticed that a lot of females don't play that shit with their mamas? They fight their mamas back. I don't know what that is about them with the female thing. But these teenage daughters, they fight their mamas back, and this is why a lot of times they is get put out the house or they run away. They fight their mamas. The boys are just stand there and get whooped, beat, killed, and will not defend himself against his mama. But that same team will come on out here and beat shit out of somebody out here in these streets, get a gun and shoot up the whole damn neighborhood and kill somebody. They will go as far as killing somebody and not as far as restraining their mama from beating them up. They won't do that, but they'll go as far as killing up the whole damn neighborhood. They don't want to stop their own mama from damaging them. It's crazy. It's a shame, but this is how we treat women. She did not even have to show up at the courthouse, which it happens a lot of times, especially like in child support court. She ain't got to show up, especially in custody battles. She don't have to show up. That's kind of like what really makes women children. Listen, they don't have to do shit for themselves because everybody else is gonna do something for them. The system do a lot of things for women. Men do a lot of things for women. Women do a lot of things for women. You say, I blame the daddy. You say, Willie, did you see the video with the black guy and the white girlfriend informing? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got that video. And I intend on doing it tomorrow. I intend on doing that there tomorrow. But I guess I'm gonna have to do that there on Rumble. It's already made up. I got the thumbnail and everything ready to go. It's all ready to go. So that will be tomorrow. But moving right along. I saw this one right here too. We have it just be so many of you good ladies out here dying. And y'all just keep on dying. But I told y'all this is y'all year. This is truly y'all year that y'all gonna die double time out here in these streets. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead. I don't even know who came up with speaking ill of the dead. And who said that was a problem? Well, how can you speak ill of somebody that's dead? I don't know. I guess you can. We got a little situation out here. We got one of these little beautiful little babies who done lost it all. We have a social media influencer who died. Old beautiful baby. All she wanted to be was famous out here in these doggone street. Put it up on the screen. Here we go.
More questions than answers surrounding the death of a social media influencer. Her body found in an abandoned home in Cleveland. The victim's family wondering why the 30-year-old from Baltimore was in Cleveland and what caused her death. Michelle Nix has the story tonight.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. She
got her out for having her real and that thing gray. Wear your hair, baby.
The center of attention. She just wanted to be a positive or negative force in people's lives.
Influencer Carolina Dunlap had tens of thousands of social media followers and knew how to get attention.
She also was very controversial, and I know a lot of people say, oh, she said negative things.
Rena was
So whether it was good or bad, she just wanted to be famous. Go ahead.
Chasing her lifelong dream of being famous, hoping to one day land a gig on the reality show Baddies Midwest.
She wanted to be famous and hoping for that. She wanted to be on Baddies. That was her goal. She wanted to be famous, but she wanted to be on Baddies. That was the goal.
But her dreams tragically ended when she was found dead inside of an abandoned home on Francis Avenue in Cleveland.
Why was that baby in the band, though?
Her family puzzled, wondering why she was in Cleveland in the first place. Her mother, Karen Jones.
Why was she in Cleveland? We don't have any connection to Cleveland at all, and we didn't know why. We didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland.
Her family traveled here saying the petite 30-year-old's hair and nails were done when her body was found.
Petite 30-year-old.
But she was dressed in large, uncharacteristic clothing, and detectives told the family there was no obvious signs of trauma.
They suspected that it was overdose. I said my daughter's never used hard drugs and talked to anybody.
Can y'all stop doing that, you parents? I just want y'all to understand you have no idea what goes on behind closed doors, and y'all make yourself look like asses when the autopsies be coming back and be like, she had 17 pounds of fentanyl in her body. Come on, y'all, stop it.
Anybody. I will stake my life that the toxicology is going to come back, that she did not have any hard drugs in her system.
The family...
And you could be right. The sad part is, you could be wrong, baby.
Now questions if Rena decided to travel to Cleveland for some reason on her own, or if something more sinister was involved. Her sister, Kira Dunlap, tells me they uncovered medical paperwork among her belongings.
She had gone to a rape crisis center at the end of November on...
Oh, she had them in grape?
November 29th here in Cleveland.
That baby got a little twitch.
What goes through your mind when you hear that?
That somebody was hurting her.
Our biggest concern is that someone was holding her against her will, that she had concerns and had posted that she was being sex trafficked.
Rena's mother...
Possible sex trafficking going on. Go ahead, baby.
And sisters say they have now provided Cleveland detectives with tips they have received from the public after they posted on TikTok. They also say there is information on a Snapchat video where Rena appeared to be beaten and she said she was drugged. Her exact cause of death has not been determined. Reporting in Cleveland.
Got that. So they say on the Instagram video that it appears
public after they posted on TikTok. They also say there is information on a Snapchat video where Rena appeared to be beaten.
She appeared to be beaten and
she said she was drugged.
Said she was drugged. Guess what? We don't have a police report about that. Her being beaten and drugged. There's no police report about that. So when I be trying to tell you good people that they even be lying so much. They be liars. Shout out to C-No for the $4.99 super chat. They say, Willie, what's your thoughts on women who always want attention? Oh, they'll do anything for it, whether, again, just like her, whether it's good or bad. They will lie on their mammy. They will tell on you. They'll put you and whoever else in situations, in horrible situations, just so they can get the attention. It's a doggone shame. I wish I had her social media
uncharacteristic clothing, and detectives told the family there was no obvious signs of trauma.
They suspected
work among her belongings.
She had gone to a rape crisis center at the end of November on
rape crisis. So this is just last year.
November 29th here in Cleveland.
What goes through your mind when you hear that?
That somebody was hurting her.
Our biggest concern is that somebody
was hurting her. So she went to a center. That baby went to a center. I wonder if there's any, what is that thing called? Police reports that she was raped. Did she point somebody out? Did she get somebody arrested? Or did she get, well, what it seems to me, she got right on back out here in these streets after she left the grape center. And kept doing what she was doing. Whatever it is that she was doing, she kept doing what she was doing after the alleged incident. Because remember, she wanted to be famous. She loved the attention. Remember that.
Holding her against her will, that she had concerns and had posted that she was being sex trafficked.
Rena,
And Mama, you got to understand that your daughter had problems. Your daughter that was her whole goal, to be famous and to be on Baddies. oh, my bad. Baddies Midwest. Baddies just came out like a year or two ago. Hold on. When did Baddies Midwest come out? Baddies Midwest premiered on November the 3rd, 2024 on Zeus Network. Y'all know Baddies just came out. So, but she went to a grape center at the end of November. Baddies just dropped on November the 3rd. Was she doing like trials or something for Baddies or something, and it didn't work out with her? Where was Baddies Midwest aired at? I said that wrong. Yada. I don't even know. Cast it at. Hold on. Because if it's Midwest, it should be liking cast that across the Midwest regions of the United States. The show visits cities such as Detroit and St. Louis. Oh, all right. So her goals was to be on Baddies. This is her mama and her sister last memories of her goals was Baddies. So she didn't have goals. She didn't have specific goals before Baddies. That's a whole problem right there. You ain't want to do nothing other than be on Baddies to where they just get on there and fight and shit. And this is a whole... Boy, they just make women look like shit. But hey, do what you feel. Do what you feel. Live your life. Live your life to the best of your abilities, regardless of what people say and think about you. But that baby gone. Now she, damn it, and her face be moving.
It's holding it against her will that that she had concerns and had posted that she was being.
Are they slow? Could they be slow or something, or do they have like? I wonder if the one who passed had problems, medical problems. Just saying. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much, hold you. I don't know what the hell happened to little mama out here in these doggone streets. Just watch 2360 on 9 all times. That's what I got to tell you. Let's get this off the screen real quick. If y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for being around here. I said that we was going to touch back on those fires from last week, but something that I was supposed to talk about last week. Anyway, hold on. Oh, now we get that out the way. That's hilarious. Yeah, gotta get that out the way. Move that. Hold on. Who is this? Let's go to Orlando. But out here done acting the whole fool out here in these streets. Let's see what these. We need some more thumbs ups. Need some more thumbs up on this slow moving Monday out here. I hope that y'all enjoy yourself. Really don't feel like it today because we had like a real bad start, just in my mind. It took a little oomph out of me because we had a little bad start. We couldn't get the numbers up really quick. Although they did not send out the notifications, we still should have been able to get the numbers up real quick. But I guess that's just wishful thinking. Shout out to Lee Turner for the $2 super chat. Say good evening, Willie and chat. What it do? Appreciate that right there. And for those of you who are just not coming on in, to start time Monday through Friday now is at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Bam. We have a man in Orlando who did a home invasion and left an elderly woman in critical condition. Pay attention.
Here in Orange County, an elderly woman is in critical condition tonight after Orlando police say that a man broke into her home and attacked her. West News Tonight, Governor Gettigas spoke with neighbors and tells us how this man, Ronald Davis, was recently released from prison.
55-year-old Ronald Davis is once again behind bars, this time accused of breaking into an elderly woman's home and attacking her. Orlando police say she's in critical condition.
We just pray that she come out of this.
Officers were called to the home invasion on Caribbean Court Friday afternoon. They say the victim's husband found his wife in their garage, brutally beaten inside their car, pressing on the horn for help.
And she's a wonderful lady. She's a pastor's wife, and he's a wonderful pastor. And come home, finding his wife in that situation, I can't even begin to imagine what she had gone through.
So the pastor came home and found his wife in this situation. I know. I can make all type of jokes right now, but I ain't.
Neighbors tell Wesh 2 the victim and her husband serve with a local church and love giving back to their community.
They are like light beacons of this neighborhood, and I never that's what happened. It breaks my heart.
For an individual to come home where you feel safe, something to be blindsided and for them to happen, I mean, it's insane.
Some families on vacation were staying at an Airbnb just a few houses down from the crime scene.
We don't have like the same level of crime in Canada where I live, so it's a bit nerve-wracking, but we're all together.
When police found Davis, they say he was sleeping inside a shed on another property just a few miles away from the victim's home.
There was a guy on the loose, and we weren't told nothing. We could have been more aware. We got wives, children. It's a new place for us, and I thought the officers should have been more forthcoming.
Stop. Say that little piece again, player.
The victim's home.
There was a guy on the loose, and we weren't told nothing. We could have been more aware. We could
have been more aware. This is our problem. We wait for shit to happen to now we need to be more aware. You need to be more aware every single day. You say white boy so funny. Listen. This is a us problem. We is not paying attention how we're supposed to pay attention on the daily. We wait for some shit to happen, and now we wait for other people to go out on and tell us, hey, there's a player on the loose. Watch 23-6 in your 9. No, there's always a player on the loose. Every day.
Wives, children, it's a new place for us, and I thought the officers should
really listen. If it's a new place for you, you need to really be paying attention to everything and everybody.
Have been more forthcoming.
Investigators say Davis was just released from prison last June after serving a 15-year sentence for robbery and burglary with assault and battery.
I think we need to be smart about what we do with our former inmates and how we track them, because this keeps occurring. And
we need to be smart on how we deal with our former inmates and how we track them. Do you understand that tracking him could have not prevented what he decided to do? Again, y'all, a lot of times we just be talking. We don't be thinking before we talk to the media. This is the problem.
Assault and battery.
I think we need to be smart about what we do with our former inmates and how we track them, because this keeps occurring, and it's upsetting.
Among several charges, Davis is facing home invasion robbery with a weapon and aggravated battery on a person over 65 with great bodily harm. Covering Orange County in Orlando, Sonika Rodriguez, Wesh 2 News.
It looked like she had a little dirt in her eyes or something like this, or some bother in her eye, like she got a little something and she need to rub her eye, but she couldn't do it.
Bodily harm.
Right here.
Covering Orange County in Orlando, Sonika Rodriguez.
She's trying to get that eye. But look, you got to pay attention to your 23-609 at all time. And a lot of us, listen, man, when we get home, we feel so comfortable when we walk in our house. Y'all know what's sad? A lot of times we go, hell, damn near 99% of the time, you go home, you don't search your house. You don't go in your house cautious. You're not being cautious when you go inside of your own house because you deeply in your mind don't feel like you have to. You truly feel like I don't have to go to room to look through it to see if anybody had done broke inside of my home, and you don't do it. You don't. That's why when people is hiding inside your house and they wait for you to get in the tub and now you're naked and shit, and then they go and take advantage of you. Why you got soap on you? It's hard to get around when you got soap on you. That's why I'm just trying to tell y'all, pay attention to your surroundings, especially in your safe place or your safe space or however you want to call it. Because you can get caught slipping. Move right along. I ain't going to even much hold you. We got a Good mama. Let's go ahead on and jump into this right here. Children is going to continue to lose their lives at a high rate, and especially you women is going to lose your lives at a high rate. But in this right here, we're talking about the children. We talk about the children, and why. And we'll never know why. But we have a mom who is accused of killing her baby with a hair dryer. This is the day that mothers just do what they want to do with their babies. Her body, her baby out here in these streets. Here we go.
Grand jury has indicted a Coweta County mother for a second-degree murder charge.
Deputies say they found her infant unresponsive and suffering from severe burns from a hairdryer. Fox 5's Doug Evans has the story.
A Coweta County grand jury has returned an indictment against Morgan Allison Creel for second-degree murder and second-degree child cruelty. In November of 2023, Coweta County deputies responded to Creel's home after she reported that she had woken up from a nap and found her baby unresponsive. Deputies said while they were giving CPR that they discovered that Creel's infant had severe burns down his right side. They said at the time she told them that she had fallen asleep while using the blow dryer to warm the baby in bed.
Now, this right here could happen, especially in the winter time. You got the snow out there and you're trying to, you're trying to stay warm. You got your blow dryer and you're trying to warm you and your children up. Got it. That's understandable.
The grand jury heard a different and even more disturbing version of that story.
So why were you swerving back there real bad?
Fox 5 has obtained this sheriff's office video of Morgan Creel during a traffic stop in October of last year. Coincidentally, it was almost a year after the death of her baby son, who deputies say sustained severe burns from a hairdryer placed in his bed in November of 2023. A Coweta County grand jury has now indicted Creel on charges of second-degree murder and second-degree child cruelty. In a 2024 traffic stop, the deputy's report said she was weaving and couldn't maintain her lane. In the video, Creel tells the deputy she was sneezing and it caused her to lose control.
Started sneezing real bad?
All inside, I'm trying to get back to where I need to be.
Deputies say they attempted to conduct a field sobriety check, but after a few tests, called it off for her safety. The video shows her apparently unsteady on her feet.
That baby say that, listen, when y'all see me go out of my lane, I was just sneezing,
Stop the
and it can happen to the best of us.
These reports said she was weaving and couldn't maintain her lane. In the video, Creel tells the deputy she was sneezing and it caused her to lose control.
Started sneezing real bad?
All inside, I'm trying to get back to where I need to be.
Deputies say they attempted to conduct a field sobriety check, but after a few tests, called it off for her safety. The video shows her apparently unsteady on her feet.
So you are being placed under arrest for driving under the influence, okay?
In 2023, deputies said it was Creel's story that she had laid down with the baby to take a nap and was warming him in bed with a hairdryer. The recent indictment of Creel for second-degree murder and child cruelty in the death of her son stated it was more than that. Quote, did cause cruel and excessive physical and mental pain by leaving a blow dryer on and blowing heated air near the child while said accused was passed out and under the influence of a controlled substance.
Oh, she was knocked out while the baby suffered the heat. That baby got on them essential products and went to night-night. Yeah.
So the indictment claims that Creel was high at the time that she fell asleep and left a...
It happens to the best of us.
Blow dryer running in the bed of her baby. For what it's worth...
He said that as if that's not possible or that's not regular stuff. That's literally regular if you're trying to stay warm.
So the indictment claims that Creel was high at the time that she fell asleep and left a blow dryer running in the bed of her baby. For what it's worth, on November 9th, 2023, weather records indicate that the temperature in Noonan was nearly 70 degrees, officially 68.
And I said you would use a blow dryer on your snowy days and stuff like that when it's really, really cold out there to heat up your children. Now, who was to say that her and her child was not like freezing cold at 68 or 70. Because I know in the great state of Florida, once it hit like 69, we about to close the schools down. You know what I'm saying? Because of the air. It's cold outside, you know. So if it was at the damn at 68 was too cold inside the house, right?
I'm Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
I think that this was just a misunderstanding. The baby wasn't strong enough for the blow dry. The baby wasn't strong enough to deal with that type of heat right there. You know what I'm saying? And she was on that. She was on them good. She was on them good products. That baby say, shit, I'm gonna keep you warm while I'm high right now. Whatever happened, happened. And this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all churn, have not learned how to take care of themselves by 2 months, damn, they ain't gonna make it out here in these streets. Speaking of being on that good, speaking of being on that good, I gotta take you on out here to an elementary school. Really, really good. We have an elementary teacher. We have a teacher who was arrested. Showing up to school on that spirit water, the devil's drink. I think what the beer, the spirit. Yeah. Here we go, y'all.
But first, a Pinellas County teacher arrested at school. The 4th grade teacher accused of showing up to work drunk. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jameson Mueller.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. ABC Action News reporter Isabel Rosales broke the story. She spoke with an officer who saw the whole thing.
This Pinellas County teacher is not only fired, she's now facing criminal charges after just 7 days on the job.
When you make that decision in the line of work that you are in, yeah, that's an automatic, like, fired, you're not hired.
ABC Action News was the first to report on Lisa Edelstein's arrest. Mom of 7, Brandy Parker, found out this morning after...
Brandy, you ain't gonna... No, we ain't gonna slide on that right now. Mom of 7. Brandy is a mom of 7.
Edelstein's arrest. Mom of 7, Brandy Parker, found out this morning after the district called. Her daughter is a 2nd grader at Skyview Elementary in Pinellas Park.
Some people don't have backgrounds and they take a wrong turn in life and it catches up to them. So do I blame the school? Absolutely not.
According to arrest records, Edelstein was loud and belligerent in front of the children.
Bloodshot, watery eyes.
Oh, shout her out for having her real. When the last time y'all saw a real bang? When letting it... No. When the last time that you saw a real hair, real bang? That's a real bang. See, I went to school with the real bangs. I don't know what y'all cheering going to school with now, but I went to school with real bangs out here. Go ahead. Oh, hold on. Back that up a little bit there. So
children.
Bloodshot, watery eyes, slurring of the words. There was some rocking back and forth. Stumbling.
Sergeant Stan Pole of Pinellas Park PD was called in to help campus police.
I did ask her to lower her voice. I attempted to explain that there were students in the school that we wish they not be interrupted.
She got a mouth on her.
Says at one point, Edelstein tried to get in her car and leave.
I was shocked, disappointed. Trust here is someone who we expect to come to school ready to teach. And unfortunately, that's not what happened this morning.
But what if she was ready to teach? She was just going to teach from a different curriculum.
We found out Edelstein has faced disciplinary action before, part of her 30 years as an assistant teacher in Hillsborough County. We're working to find out more details.
How do you be on the job for 30 years as an assistant, though? Shouldn't you want to be like the teacher instead of the assistant? Or is it more benefits to being an assistant? Do you get... Hold on. Do you get a pension in Florida for being a assistant teacher? Yes, assistant teachers in Florida may be eligible for a pension through the FRS, the Florida Retirement System. They say if you meet the criteria or certain requirements. Oh, okay. So hell, I guess you ain't got like all that weight on your back by being a teacher if you is a assistant teacher.
Today, Edelstein faces a disorderly conduct charge and possibly more.
What was found in her car? Marijuana.
In Pinellas Park.
Oh, y'all crybabies.
Isabel Rosales, ABC Action.
Oh man, we already have a lack of teachers, especially in the great state of Florida. We might want to put her back in the classroom. Listen, she learned her lesson. Oh, she learned her lesson. That baby been on the job 30 years. She been riding around with that reefer and maybe some spirit water. Yeah, no. 30 years, so she got to be like in her 60s. Y'all think she in her 60s? Did they give us? Hold on. Did they give us a age? She looked to be about like in her 60s, but y'all know how our lighter hue sisters age out here in these streets. A bitch would be like 29 and she looked like 64. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. We really do got to be careful. I am looking on it. To drink alcohol, available in the cooler, yada yada yada. So it's not giving us her age. Not giving us her age. Let's see what some of the other people was out here saying. Hold on, hold up. Let me get it together. Take my little time, get it together. I think I gotta put that up there like that. Put it up on the screen. Let's see what a few people are saying. He says she has an alcohol problem. She is not in her right mind. He say, I hope she gets help. Why would somebody assume that she have an alcohol problem? Do we call it an alcohol problem because she got on that alcohol and went to work? Do we call it a problem then, or maybe she just wanted to go to school on the alcohol? Is it a problem if you make a choice to get on that alcohol before you go to work? They say a mom of 7. Amazing how that woman isn't drinking. Oh, that's a good one right there. He said having to deal with kids these days. He said I don't blame her for being drunk. Now I want y'all to understand this, because typically when we talk like this, we only speaking about women. If it was a man, he know better. He wrong for this. He should never. You said that she's 51. Damn, that baby look like she's 67. My hand ain't got damn street, but anyway, just say yada yada yada. You say with these kids, you say we can't blame them. Say can we blame her? You say I am amazed that teachers can afford to buy booze. The boozer is the boozer, the kids or not. Not one force her to become a drunk. I say no one forced her to become a drunk, and we assume that she's a drunk because she decided to come to school the way that she hadn't came to school. Goddamn churn is horrible. Children is horrible, and we expect for them to come and be professional every day and all that dumb shit. We're doing too much. Drink your drink, lady. This baby right here. This the baby that y'all said is 51. Damn, boy. So listen, man, if y'all gonna get like our lighter hue sisters or something like that, y'all really do got to keep them like in the gym. Our lighter hue sisters, they really need to be in the gym so they can continue to look young, because y'all age different. Now, hey, I'm not picking. It's just what I have noticed in my years of being here. Hell yeah, that's a hard 51 right there. You know what I'm saying? Hell, all women need to stay exercising and all that right there. But when it comes down to how y'all faces be looking, y'all be looking way older than you really is. That's probably how a lot of our white brothers caught a lot of cases, like with minors, because they look older than what they really is. I'm just trying to think it through. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Let me grab that. Do that. We ain't doing no with that. That was him. Got that. Oh, this is the one about the babies who had done caught who got caught on fire. Oh, well, not them getting caught on fire. This is all right. The community had a collection day. The church collects items for the girls who lost their sister in a fire. Here we go.
To lift up 2 young girls who survived a house fire set by their own mother in southeast Grand Rapids last week. News 8's Byron Tollison shows us how.
2 young girls, just 7 and 10 years old, continue to recover from unimaginable devastation, losing their sister and forced out of their home after police say their own mother set their house on fire.
The remnants of life for 2 young girls were just hanging in the balance with no goods, no clothes, no shoes.
Last Saturday morning, investigators say 46-year-old Raconda Singleton took all the smoke detectors out of her home on Eastern Avenue in southeast Grand Rapids, then poured lighter fluid throughout the house and lit it on fire.
Remember they went talking about we have to think about her mental status and all that fly stuff right there. And I was like, but y'all said that she took out 7. That baby took the 7 smoke detectors out. Ain't nothing wrong with that baby mental.
Singleton took all the smoke detectors out of her home on Eastern Avenue in Southeast Grand Rapids, then poured lighter fluid throughout the house and lit it on fire in an attempt to kill her 3 children. While 2 of the girls managed to escape through a window, the fire took the life of their sister, 12-year-old Shemaiah Stewart. Singleton has been charged with murder, first-degree arson, and 3 counts of second-degree child abuse. She could face up to life in prison if convicted.
The trauma is real. These young girls, his life has been turned upside down.
Jerry Bishop is the senior pastor at LifeQuest Church in Southeast Grand Rapids. Outside service Sunday morning, people across the community dropped off essentials that will go straight to the family.
We're 8 days into the journey of the rest of their life. Trauma manifests oftentimes not immediately, but in cycles of growth, other crises. We don't know what those triggers will be. But in the interim, if we, as a community, if we can be a bridge over troubled water, we can make the transition and the healing significantly more rapid.
The community donated over 100 items to support these 2 young girls in their time of need. They include everything from backpacks, clothing, shoes, blankets, school supplies, money, and more.
I hope that it will give them what they need to give them a restart and to help them, just build upon everything that they've lost.
Among those donating, longtime churchgoer Lenora Pickett, who knows the girls through volunteering at their school.
I'm devastated at what happened, and I just hope that their healing process goes smoothly. And I just want to let them know that they have our support.
If you'd like to donate, check our website, woodtv.com.
Woodtv.com. Y'all check the website. You say postpartum. It could be late term abortion. Could be definitely premeditated. Sure enough is a schizophrenia. It's a possibility. Yeah. I just say that she just woke up and wanted to do what she had done did. Yeah. Damn it, you tired. Sick of it. Just like we were just able to say something about the children in school, like the children is horrible and bad out in school and stuff like that, and we can understand why some teachers would be out here drinking, or people would be surprised that these teachers is not already drinking and all that fly stuff right there. Well, the same thing happened with parents. I'm just sick of these goddamn children. A lot of us, we be sick of our lives, and again, I think that I am the only one who had them pointed out, or not really the only one, but I came up with the reasoning behind postpartum and or what postpartum is, in my opinion. Postpartum is the excitement is gone. The joke is over, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And real life done sat in after you done produced this damn baby, because you was getting all of the attention and everybody was caring about you and loving you and checking up on you and all that fly stuff. And once you had then gave birth and everybody got to see that little ugly ass baby, and after that right there, you're not the center of attention anymore, and now you have to actually deal with raising that human being for 18 years. At least 18 years, something like that. Maybe 16, maybe 11. Because a lot of us would get tired and we would just allow, we already allow social media and society to go ahead on to raise our children, but at least house the children for like 16 to 18 years or something. In my mind, that's what I believe that postpartum is. That is a bunch of regret. It's a bunch of regret and because it's a form of depression. So in my mind, it's the regret, and it's another word that I'm looking for, but it's not what y'all thought it was gonna be. You will not get constant, or you all do not get constant attention, and that's what so many of you long for and just don't get it. All right, y'all. It's Black History Month out here in the doggone street, and what I had done thought about was I am going to speak about Black History Month. I'm going to say something about Black History Month. I am going to put up a Black History Month fact, or I'm going to speak about a Black History month fact. And I'm going to try to do this for every day that I go live for the month of February. A Black History fact. Well, today I am going to give you two. I am going to give you two of what these people have said is a Black History fact. This is a fact. The first fact of Black History is Kamala Harris, the first black woman vice president in 2020. Kamala Harris made history by becoming the first black woman and first woman of South Asian descent to be elected vice president of the United States of America. I didn't make it up. That's what they said. Let me state that again. This is a Black History fact. Kamala Harris, first black woman vice president in 2020. Kamala Harris made history by becoming the first black woman and first woman of South Asian descent to be elected as vice president of the great United States of America. How in the fuck is she black? How is she a black woman with South Asian descent? How does that part work? Huh? You say she Asian, say she black or Asian, say they gotta pick one. Well, why don't they just pick both? She's not just the one. That's the problem. She was not the first black woman to do shit. Oops. I'm so sorry. She was not the first black woman vice president. That's not factually true. Because she's not black. But a whole bunch of you people believe that she's black, so I guess that she's black. We allow people to tell us that she's black, and she's not black. We went for it. We went for it. We went for it. And now you have to think about this right here. So when we finally do get a black woman, then they're going to say that she's the second black woman, which that wouldn't be actually true. Do y'all even be understanding that when they be talking about the first this and the first that, just like they did with Obama, the first black president. The first black president under a male. First black president. So when we actually get a black president, that he's going to be the second? This is crazy. It's never, well, not never. It's a lot of times to where the people who make the first or the people who is the loudest speaking activists and shit, they're not black. Have y'all understood that? Or have y'all been paying attention to that right there in certain times? They be our mixed blacks. Well, hell, we also need to stop saying mixed blacks. You just mix. Just not black. Just saying. Just saying. You say she's black on to the next story. That bitch ain't black. She ain't black around here, and she ain't gonna never be black. You all can't continue to believe that dumb shit. Keep doing it because you have the right to believe whatever you want to believe. And do y'all understand that we is gonna be the same people who tell our children she was the first black vice president? And then we wonder how we get used and abused and how we be falling short of glory and how we would never get to the top. How we would never be first in place or first in line, ever. Thought process. Another Black History fact. Shirley Chisholm, the first black woman in Congress, 1968. Shirley Chisholm became the first black woman elected in the U.S. Congress, breaking barriers and paving the way for future generations of black women in politics. Again, they love to make black people's first non-black people. Problem is, black people accept non-black people as being the first black person. Who is Shirley Chisholm? Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, I found out by watching the show, watching the movie that was created. Damn it, I forgot the name of the show. But Shirley Chisholm, mama, Ruby. Wait, hold on, parents. Damn it, I think that they from oh my God, they're not African American. They're not African American. Yes, Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken. The parents are Jamaican. Born in 1968, yada yada yada. He was born in her mother, Ruby Seal, was born in Barbados. You're not black American. Can we just do that right there? Her father, Charles, I think that he was the Jamaican, right? If I'm not mistaken, yada yada yada. He was British West Indies. That is not African American. So both of these non-black women is the first black women to be vice president and in Congress. Now don't nobody have to help and even push y'all to be the first, because now it's already done. But dog, you folks allowed it, and it just is what it is. You say they own slaves. You say Clifton Powell is Jamaican. It is so many of these so-called black folks who is not black, but we have been told that they was black. And I don't because they grew up in your neighborhood and all that dumb shit, because they have the same color as you have. But as soon as it's something that is negative about African Americans, or about African Americans, they separate themselves. Oh no, I am not that. I am West Indies. I'm Dominican Republic. Alright, dog. I'm Haitian. I am Jamaican. Oh, but before all this, you was black. Got it. So do y'all really do understand that now you can't make the argument of we've never had a black president? You can't make that argument no more. So now you can't really even call white folks racist like that no more. Right. You can't use that one. They ain't gonna never let us be president. Well, they told y'all that he was black and y'all went with it. Hell, we all went with it, right? Not all. We ain't gonna never have a black woman vice president. Well, they told y'all that you had one, so you had one. We ain't gonna never have black women in Congress. Well, we've had multiple black women in Congress, but the first one, they told y'all she was black, and you went with that right there too. We will continue to fall short of glory. Continue to fall short of glory, because we will not correct when people is lying in our face. We is so afraid. We so damn tough, but we so afraid. Now, I saw on Instagram over the weekend, they said that Trump got rid of Black History Month. And I'm like, we really is stupid like this right here. Because I kept seeing people repeat it, but nobody would, where's the video? You know, because we is in a day We is in the day and age of receipts. We need receipts. You just can't tell somebody something, which is kind of strange to me because black folks allow people to just tell them something without doing the research. We is in a day and age of we need proof. We need video. This is not your religion to where you ain't got to have proof and you don't need video. We is in the day and age of you got to show me some shit, right? And shout out to the younger people. Shout out to the younger people. And this is why religion will not hold with the younger people. You got to prove some shit to them. You got to show them. They came up at the time to where that shit ain't on video. They damn near ain't gonna believe it. For real though. You say I sound like Nelly? Hell, or maybe Nelly sound like me. I've been out here talking. But you might be right. You say, Willie, what's your issue with mixed people? Nothing. They just mixed. They not black. I don't see the difficult part. I have no problem with nobody. Just be who you is. We allow everybody to be a part of our damn struggle and our fight and all that dumb shit. And it gets no better. We complain about stuff, and then when somebody else who claims to be black gets that stuff that we've been complaining about, we can't even make that argument no more. Because you even agreed that person was black. It's the same thing with what is that thing with like the colleges and stuff? Affirmative action. Black folks thought affirmative action thing it was for them, and maybe it started out like that. And then when they went to running the numbers, and then they realized that damn white women is using affirmative action, or white women get affirmative action more than black women. And then black folks got upset when they removed affirmative action. But affirmative action had stopped benefiting you. I don't because affirmative action was minority, women, and black. This got to be the dumbest shit in the and we went for it though. Shout out to James for the $2 cash out. He say, let's not forget Trump only beat 2 women to win. Facts. He demolished them 2 women. They shouldn't have gotten the game. They shouldn't have gotten the game if they ain't know how to play. But they had a good chance of winning. Shout out to Miss Buckgood for the $1 cash out. Say, Pastor put this in the pot. I appreciate that right there. I was just looking over like a few things just over the weekend, and I am like, damn, boy, we down bad. You say Beyonce got a DEI award though? You is lying to me. Why would they give Beyonce a DEI award? That's deep. I would have to look that up. I really have to look that right there up. But anyway, I said that we was gonna go back and look at the plane crash aftermath. That the residents now they spoke to some of the residents after the plane crash. Let's go ahead on and see what happened out here.
But there are so many other moving pieces to what's happening out there. Emergency workers
yes, I am slow.
Have set up a shelter at Samuel Fells High School overnight to take care of anyone who may have been forced out of their homes by the crash.
CBS News Philadelphia reporter Dan Snyder went to that shelter. He's live near the scene of that crash with the story of one woman, Dan, who scrambled to escape the aftermath. Good morning.
Good morning, Howard and Jen. Yeah, as you can see behind me, we are just a few blocks away from that crash site. And what you can really tell from this look, just how densely populated this area is. So many people saw and felt the impact of last night's crash. One of those women, Dolores, we spoke with her just about an hour ago. She did spend the night at that Red Cross shelter at Fells High School. She lives very, very close to where that plane went down. She tells us she was upstairs laying in bed at the time, heard a loud boom, a flash of yellow, and then everything flew off her bed. She described to us those chaotic moments, those seconds after that crash happened. Take a listen.
As I came downstairs and I opened up the door, there was a piece of the airplane and at the steps on fire. So I thought the house was on fire. So I panicked, looking for my dog, and as I was panically looking for her, I fell out of steps trying to get her because she hid from me. And then when I went down to the basement, I opened up the back door. The back of the house was on fire. My neighbor's house in the back was totally engulfed in flames.
Now, fortunately, Dolores and her dog were able to get out of the house safely. As we said, she did spend the night at the Red Cross shelter at Fells High School. When we spoke to her just about an hour ago, she was actually on her way back home to get her first daylight look at her home. She tells us most, if not all, of the windows in her home are blown out. But at this point, she does not think she has any fire damage, so she is going to check everything out, as many people around here are going to be doing today. Howard and Jan, back to you.
You know, we've been saying all morning long that this is right next to Roosevelt Mall. However, we also need to remember that they're also right in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah, so many people want to get back to see what is left, but again, officials are asking people to stay away from that scene at this time as the investigation continues.
Left behind, any street, any alleyway, any pathway you could really find that could lead to that crash site is going to be closed off as police try to cordon off as much as they can as part of this investigation. But obviously, this entire area was full of activity last night as that jet went down. One woman we spoke with says she lives very, very close to that site. She tells us all her windows were blown out during that incident. She told us about scrambling to try and find her dog, figure out what was going on, and get out of the house as quick as she could, and opening up the door to find a piece of the plane on fire in front of her steps.
I got a question though. Who paid for the broken glass? Who pays for her broken windows? Shout out to Swaggy did for the $2 cash. I say Trump done beat more women than Ike Turner, Pastor. That's what's up. That man is a winner.
My neighbor put the fire out that was in front of the door, and I got out the house, and it was just a body on top of the roof, pieces on top, all, like fire of the airplane all on the ground.
There was a body on top of your roof, baby.
She could, and opening up the door to find a piece of the plane on fire in front of her steps.
My neighbor put the fire out that was in front of the door, and I got out the house, and it was just a body on top of the roof, pieces on top, all, like fire of the airplane all on the ground and stuff. It was very, very terrifying.
It was terrifying, baby. It's doggone shame. We also looking for somebody got lost out here in these streets during that plane crash or after the plane crash, and they looking for Buddy. We trying to find him.
Days since that plane came crashing down near Roosevelt Mall, countless people impacted. Those who lost loved ones, those whose homes were significantly damaged by flying plane debris and embers, and those who still haven't heard from their loved ones. Kelly, you spoke with the family of a man who's been missing since Friday. His last known location was on Cottman Avenue. What's his family telling you?
Well, Sheba, first of all, the family wants everyone to take a very close look at the pictures we're about to show you of 38-year-old Jason Rodriguez. Like you said, he was shopping on Friday night. His last location on Cottman Avenue, near where the plane crashed. His phone is off now. They say it's completely unlike him to go off the grid like this. They are trying to stay positive, but they're fearing the worst.
Right now, we need him, and my family needs him, my kids need him.
Katrina Rodriguez and her daughter hoping for the best but fearing the worst. She says the last time she heard from her big brother, 38-year-old Jason Rodriguez, he was shopping on Cottman Avenue Friday afternoon.
My brother takes his time because he got a bad foot, and he was on foot. He wasn't in a car. I had a message from him saying that he was done shopping and he was going to go around the rest of the stores, and After that, I texted him about an hour later, no response. It was just ringing, and it was going straight to voicemail.
Katrina says before his phone went off, Jason's last location was on Common Avenue in the area of where the Learjet medical transport plane crashed shortly after 6 p.m. She says Jason lives with her, a father figure to her kids, never turns his phone off. She says she's looked everywhere, called hospitals and law enforcement.
Did they say that he lived with his sister, though?
Avenue in the area of where the Learjet medical transport plane crashed shortly after 6 p.m. She says Jason...
I wonder what was on that medical jet, though. What was that? Do y'all think that it could be like a virus or something that was on there?
Where the Learjet medical transport plane crashed shortly after 6 p.m. She says Jason lives with her, a father figure to her kids, never turns his phone off. She says she's looked everywhere, called hospitals and law enforcement.
We just need him home. He means a lot to us, and like I said, I hope he's safe out there.
He usually would text us if he goes somewhere, and or he'd be at my house or my grandma's house. I'm worried because we don't know where he's at. We don't know what happened to him.
City officials have not identified any of the victims that were not on the plane, saying today there could be victims they don't know about.
That's part of the uncertainty that we're going to continue to have for days, potentially weeks, about who might have been in that area that we don't know about.
Among the victims recovering at the hospital, 10-year-old Andre Howard III, who also goes by Trey. His father telling Fox 29 he took Trey to get a donut after school Friday. When the debris fell from the crash, Trey dove onto his sister to protect her and was struck in the head, potentially saving his sister's life. Now, Trey had to go through emergency brain surgery. His dad says he's now in stable condition at CHOP, an improvement from critical condition. As for Jason Rodriguez, his family says he was wearing a mint or light green jacket on Friday. He has tattoos on his neck and on his arms and a distinct mark on his forehead that looks like a birthmark. If you have any information on his whereabouts, his family is asking that you call police.
If y'all know what a 38, 39-year-old player who lived with his sister at, y'all please let law enforcement know or call the family or something like that right there. Reach out to these people. These people need to know where their loved ones at. I'm just confused of why he lived with his sister. How do you have, and players, how do you have like a little love life or something like that right there when you ain't got your own shit and you damn near 40? Now, a lot of people may say, well, hell, maybe he had done got down bad and he trying to build himself up. Maybe he had done lost a job, he had done lost a crib or something like that. So he had to move in with Ken folks and he trying to build himself up, so, to do better out in these streets. Now, that is a possibility. But I say that possibility is real, real slim out here in these streets. He was just one who just decided to go ahead on and live with his sister. And, maybe they're going 50-50. He said because he's a father figure. He's a good father figure. And listen, this is what these children out here need. They need father figures. They really do need father figures. Now, there you go with that mess. But I was thinking it. Listen. There you go with that mess, but I was thinking it. You say, is he hunching his sister? I thought it too. He was probably protecting her. That's a possibility. She probably had a situation with like a boyfriend or something like that, and he had he decided to come on in and live there. Protect kinfolk. It's a possibility. It's a real possibility. Listen, man, y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news on this slow moving Monday. It's a real slow moving Monday. We had a horrible start, but we got through a little bit, and hell, they ain't sending out no notifications. Boy, this shit looking bad out here in these streets. But it's one of them weeks, and we just got to work with it like we always work with it. We have always worked with the ups and downs, and that's just really what it is, the ups and downs, something that we just got to make it on through. The storm don't last always. That's something that I got to tell myself to make me feel better out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. Listen, man, players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. So it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The news was real slow today. And I'm also saying, how the hell did Beyonce win the album of the year? How did she win a Grammy for the best country album? There they go with that shit right there. The first black woman to do so. They had to give her that. Listen, she ain't win shit. They had to give her that so it would be in history that a black woman won the best country album. Can y'all name one song from that album, which I thought she only came out with one song? How do you get the album of the year and you just presented one song? He said, country folk don't agree. And, thank you. That is what y'all meant. That's what the person had them meant. You say the Grammys are DEI. So Beyonce won a DEI award. That's what you meant. You say she wore a country hat too. He said it was a faulty O2 oxygen tank. That's what took the plane down. Remember, this is a medical plane. You're right. You're right, but we don't just look at things one way. It could have been an accident, and it could have not been an accident. It could have been by mistake on purpose. You say the Grammys was trash, in my opinion. The real country singers was pissed. Oh, I can just imagine. I can just imagine. You say she won it because she is Beyonce. I don't know a song. The last country song went wrong, Lil Nas X. Which is crazy. Watch this, watch this. Did Lil Nas X win album of the year? Did he win it for his country song? I just thought about this right here. Did he win it for his country song when Beyonce came out with a country song? Lil Nas X came out with a country song. In my opinion, I don't know the numbers. Lil Nas X song was greater than her song. I guarantee you more people knew and or know Lil Nas X country song more than they know Beyonce's country song. Garth Brooks was saying ZN Wolf all night. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. She won a DEI, and yes, I saw. Shout out to Kanye. Shout out to Kanye and his wife out here. You say now that was disgusting. That dress was really, really disgusting. She basically came out naked. We saw her nipples and areolas. And we saw her monkey that didn't have any hair on it. They showed it. And when we do the show tomorrow, I will show you good people on Rumble also. And I also heard that Kendrick got five Grammys for Not Like Us. Song's good, but I like, really? Say DEI stands for didn't earn it. I like that right there. You say I like him, my monkey. That's what's up. Man, that is crazy. Oh my God, that is horrible that she won Best Country Album. All these country folks who do country music. Did she even go on tour? Did she do anything? Nothing? She just got that. Y'all finna go ahead on and get on up out of here. Y'all please remember to go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel. Watch the standalone videos, the videos that we put up from Monday through Friday. I'm finna put up some more videos. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you, y'all. I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Y'all share. Do what you can. I appreciate that. I'm out of here, man. Shout out to Big U for the $2 super chat. They say the album is fire though, Unc. They say can't lie. That's what's up. I got to check it out.